Asked me to talk about marketing, and we really had to think, okay, half an hour, what can I give you? I'm going to just give you a little bit of my approach to what you should be thinking of for 2024 as creative businesses, and then any questions would be great after that. Okay, so with marketing is so intense, okay, and to give you everything in half an hour is just ridiculous. It's never going to happen. However, my approach. So what I would like to do is, after you leave here today, what do you have in mind and what is your action plan? So first of all, where are you now? Like, where are you now in your creative journey? I read a book called The Diary of the CEO. You might know him, Stephen Bartlett. He's pretty famous in the marketing world. And he talks about 5 buckets called skills, knowledge, network, resources, and reputation. And I really like the way he summed this up. I would like you to analyze right now, where are you with those 5 buckets? Your skills, are you at a point where you can market yourself, or do you still have to develop your skills in your creative business? Knowledge as well. Knowledge is power. I started my journey through skills, and I actually put myself in a degree later. I only went into degree at the age of 27. I'm now 32. And then, if you've got those 2 buckets sorted, your knowledge and your skills, you can then now develop your network, okay? So think about network as a way to also think about developing your skills as well. Because you can network by volunteering and going, hey, actually, can I do a photo shoot with you just to gain experience for my resume? That develops your skills, that also develops your knowledge, and also develops your network. Then you have to think about your network can provide you resources. Startup Studio is a great one for me. I went to the USW, studied a master's in strategic digital marketing. I was on the hunt on resources. Who's got the technology? Who's got the place where I can grow my creative journey? Because let's face it, as creatives, we've got 0 money. And we don't do it for the money to begin with. We do it because we love it. Okay? So if we talk about resources, as creatives, what do we have? We've got time. That's free, depending how up you are in that scale. Creativity. We are literally, as for marketing, we have the upper hand. You know, people learn about storytelling, learn about creativity. Creativity cannot be taught. It comes from within, okay? We've got originality. There's no other person like you in this room. That will keep you different. Then we've got skills that we can barter, you know, with other individuals. We've got people. People is a resource. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, as the industry is. And then the power of organic strategy. And that is obviously social media. Yes, it takes time, but there's a way to do it. And I'm going to give you a few tips today, don't worry. So, in our little 5 pillars, if we think about where we are right now, I would like you, from today, think about for the next 3 months, what is your plan? Okay? What is your focus? Do you need to grow your business? Do you need to grow your brand reputation? All these things, what is your focus? And your focus should focus on these 2 little parts, as you said. You've got industry professionals and you've got community, okay? This is your approach. And this is the mindset you need to get into. These both hold power, and that is where you need to be. Industry, where are you positioning yourself in the industry? Who do you know? Are you getting out there? Because at the end of the day, no one knows you exist, and you need to get yourself known. That is what marketing is about, right? The more people see you, the more, that is your market. So are you going to events? When I was DJing in London, I was going out every weekend. I'm not even joking. I used to work 12 hours in hospitality, go straight after my shift, go out, work at the bar, at the party, work my way around the dance floor. I networked my way into debuting into Amsterdam in 2011, okay? It really is about building that network and seeing what people need, right? Then as well, within your network, You need to think about, okay, cool, where do you want to position yourself? Like, is it something that you need to volunteer with, make a connection? But network can only get you so far. You've also got community. So network can give you employability, can give you funding, you know, all those criteria. But what I love about social media, it's a bit of a disruptor, okay? It's given us more freedom as creatives to be more independent. So yes, you've got your industry professionals to help you. Of course, we love and respect them. But what can you do by yourself to also build credibility organically? Think about fan base. Think about your creative consumption, okay? If you're producing a film. Why do I want to watch a film? I want to watch a film sometimes because I want that emotional connection, you know, I'm single, I want another woman that's single and suffering, you know, like that type of thing, okay? Literally. Or music. I go out to escape, to dance, even gaming. Gaming is another world of, I don't want this reality, I want my own reality. So think about how people are consuming content, okay? And if it's even animation, but the way people consume is either for emotional benefit or learning. So that's the type of approach when it comes to creating content. The reason why it's important to build this community and engage is because those are the people buying your products at the end of the day. Tina Turner never became famous by herself. It's the people who loved her music. Yes, majors helped her, but if it isn't for fan base, the majors would have no business model either, okay? So that is the mindset and approach that you should have. Now, I want to talk about a little bit social media and what you can maybe think of moving forward. So social media, the first thing someone goes, oh, I need to make a video, I want to go viral, I want to do this, I want to do that. That's the worst approach. Talking from experience, I actually am a content creator with my van life as well. And I just love content creation, to be honest. I love storytelling, but also I wanted my voice to be heard. So now in June, I was stagnant, okay? I do YouTube, and my channel was not growing. And even a guy commented on my YouTube channel saying, you're boring, okay? If you didn't have the right market research then to change your strategy, that was my cue. And what did I do? I changed it. I actually had a strategy to change it before he commented, so he just affirmed to me that I needed a change. So I didn't have a plan. I was just posting, wasting my time. You need to have a plan and something you can stay consistent with. Whatever you do with social media, what choice are you making? Are you thinking about you want to make a connection with your industry professionals through your social media? Or are you wanting to make a connection with your community? That should be your two priorities right there, okay? So I changed my strategy, and guess what? I've doubled my views since the 1st of December. My creativity has driven because I got more into me. I am my creator, I am my passion, I am my everything. And then my AdSense revenue has also doubled, and I've had more comments and engagement. Why? Because I have a plan and I'm consistent. So, different tools. YouTube. YouTube is one of my favorite platforms. It's a must. It's the second largest searchable engine. The first engine, Google. Who owns YouTube? Google. Okay, there's a thing called SEO, which is search engine optimization. That is one approach that you should have by making content. Obviously, I can't go into details with that now, but I do have how to blog write on my YouTube channel, which is called LORNA Media, actually. And you can go there. That's a free resource for that. And you can always email me if you have any questions as well. But we'll have a Q&A in a second. So YouTube, long form is what works. And what I love about YouTube is that over TikTok, it has more longer sustainability, and that's what you should be thinking of, is the long-term approach. However, if you're doing long-form content without short-form content, you are behind, okay? Unfortunately, you have to change with the times. Short-form videos is one of the biggest marketing tools at the moment. And that you can literally 30 seconds to a minute. You can use your phone to record it. But if you're thinking about making money through AdSense with short form, you're not going to make a lot of money. It's 5 pence per 1,000 views comparison to what you could be making with long form, which is so much more money, trust me. So it's working together, okay? Short form video as well. TikTok is another search engine, and I know all of us, trust me, even me, I can't be bothered. But it's an opportunity, especially when you're niches. I was talking to one of our studio members, Will. He does stop motion animation. And I was like, have you looked at YouTube, TikTok? Have you searched for stop motion that he's currently doing? And I said, what are people doing? I'm like, can you do better? Can you actually start to be a disruptor of the content there? Because all these niches, because people go, oh no, not TikTok, that's an opportunity for you. So one of the powerful tools is think about your industry, who's your idols? Who's the industry disruptor? For me, Stephen Bartlett, okay? He is an industry disruptor at the moment in marketing. I love it. Why? Because he's original and it's all about testing, testing, testing. But who is a rising star? Locally, it's the CEO of WCS agency, Chelsea, okay? I love what she's doing. Innovation, newness, new way of working. That is what we want. So when you're looking at your approach to different content, different things, think about who is your disruptors, what do you love about what they're doing, who is the rising stars, what are they doing, and then who am I? What am I doing? Where do I want to be? Don't compare yourself, be yourself, and integrate your creativity. Then, podcasting, okay? Podcasting I love. So for me, I don't have a lot of time to content create. I already do Vlogmas at the moment, a YouTube video every day. How can I optimize my time? Another thing with content creation before we get into podcasting is do what you love. I did some research, people hate social media as a creative, okay? Why do we have to do this? Unfortunately, it's a way of marketing ourselves in 2024, okay? So what do you love to do? Check out this guy, 66 Days, Dan. He's also a startup studio member. He's doing a little photo shoot. He does film, by the way. And he did a short form video of how there was a problem on shoot and how he resolved it. I love it. He's thinking outside the box, but he doesn't have to do a dance video. He is being authentic to him, but it's something different, and he's targeting industry and building community, okay? That is the approach. So, I do podcasting, why? Because I love talking, okay? I love to talk, I love the sound of my own voice, but I also love to get to know people. And the great thing about podcasting is it's a marketing research tool. You can also position yourself in the industry. I can have Jess come on my podcast and we can build a relationship. She's part of the industry, okay, fantastic. Or I can get a creator on the podcast and that could be part of my community. So using different tools to be able to figure your approach out. Get creative, get innovative. But any tool you use with social media, it's consistency and it's time. So we've got our 3-month plan. We know where we want to go, how we're going to build our networks, okay? Because you've got to do offline and online, okay? Just because you're out at an event doesn't mean that you can disregard your online content too. What can you keep consistent with? With your industry network, LinkedIn, everybody. LinkedIn is a powerhouse at the moment, and you should be sharing your brand story. Okay, I love LinkedIn. In the last 2.5 months, I've been hustling down on my LinkedIn strategy. And I've only strategically I didn't put my van life stuff on there. Definitely not, okay? That's a bit more relaxed. Maybe a little bit of content, but my most strategy is my podcasting and what I'm doing. I'm talking at events. I'm loving my professors that's doing great work. How do I want to position myself within industry professionals? Because I want to talk at more events like this. I want to help educate more creators because I love the creative industry, but it's a hustle. It's a hustle. So LinkedIn, talk about your brand story. Don't be random online. Be specific and a strategy. Okay, then the last point is PR, okay? Again, going back to your resources, who can we get a deal with, okay? If you've gone to university, you've got the university press. They love communicating about their students. Talk to them, going, hey, I've got a story to share. This is what I have. Try to get your name. The reason why you want online blogs and press is a thing called SEO that has your digital footprint. That I have had a BA in audio production in SAE. I had 5 articles written about me. Why? Because I'm a hustler. I wanted my SEO up completely. But that was all free press because it was a resource I already had. Do you know a friend, a journalist, bloggers, influencers? Can you do micro-influencers, people that are only 1,000 trying to get content on their websites within your niche? Think about collaboration. Who can you work with? And don't think about just people in your industry. Think about people outside your industry. Music and video, great collaboration. Right at the moment, short form video, I want to get my cinematic shot online, and then get a composer who's trying to get viral with their track. Work together, start to build that relationship together. If there's people in your industry that's got loads of pain points, say, hey, why don't we come together? Why don't we have a content creation day? Why don't we do behind the scenes with each other? Therefore, you're working back to your resources, the time, the people, the creativity, and the originality. And consistency is key. So just keep on keeping on, okay? 3-month plan. Where are we now? Reflecting. And before you action, by the way, you need to plan. Don't go, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. No. Write on your 3-month plan. Then, sorry, I've just got dry mouth for a second. Your 3-month plan, think of your 5 buckets: skills, knowledge, network, resources, and brand reputation. Where are you? What do you need to develop? Do you need to go, right, I'm going to go to 1 event a month. I can only record 1 video a month, because it's in the day, you still have to craft, you still have to work. Maybe you got a part-time job, maybe working an evening job as well. You just, as a creator, we don't have much. But just focus on those 3 months and keep consistent with it. Okay? Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for me? Have I got into everyone's brain? Yes.
Oh, thank you. So you mentioned how you always need to have a plan and make sure that you're kind of keeping to the plan rather than doing things in a more sort of scattergun or sporadic way.
Yes.
But can you talk a bit about how you could ensure that you within that plan give yourself space to be kind of reactive and timely to events that might be happening in the news or kind of other things that are going on in the industry?
Definitely. So you should always be flexible. But with the 3-month plan is for you to seize what's working and testing out content. I actually didn't say this, so great question. So those 3 months is a pinpoint of what's working, what's not working. Test. Then the next 3 months, you're going to actually start doing what's working more. But of course, live shooting is great, but that's fantastic, for instance, LinkedIn posts. Like now, this would be a fantastic LinkedIn post. Get your phones out, everybody. Just joking. So yeah, so definitely sporadic live shooting is authentic, but that should also be intentional. So if you're doing a live post, remember to tag industry professionals or even the venue and people, and then speak about it in a way of okay, I went to go, I saw TASHA from LORNA Media talk, and what I really, really liked is how I can use this for my next 3-month strategy for building my business. So you start to tell a story rather than just go, oh, snap and click. Because again, remember your community that you're trying to build and your industry professionals you're trying to build a relationship with. Is that okay? Cool. Ian, did you have a question?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but what isn't marketing? You
What?
you told us what is marketing and what is effective marketing. What is things that
Marketing-
people think marketing but actually isn't?
Impulsivity of just creating with no plan. You're just doing a hobby on social media. You just, hey, cool. That is not marketing. Marketing has purpose. It has a purpose behind your action. What's not it is if you just go sporadic, even in business as a creator, if you're not doing anything without a purpose, it's a hobby. And that's like weird because, yeah. Anyway. Any other questions? Yes. Sean. Hi.
How did you get into the DJing?
Crazy story. I used to go. I'm a raver. Everybody. I used to go out to many parties, and then I noticed that there was no females on the lineup, and I was like, right, I want to do what they're doing. And I networked with Festival Store, and I got 2 artists to show me how to beat match, because that's really what all you need to know is beat matching. And then I had to get on a flight to London the next day, and I found decks. It was like an open deck place, performance-based, and I was just practicing. So how do you learn how to DJ? You get yourself some decks, or you go find someone with decks and ask them how to beat match. Because track selection is easy, but being able to mix 2 tracks together that they don't sound like a mix, that's completely different. Avoid the sync button when you begin. And I actually have a video on my YouTube channel, so I can send that to you too. Great. And I'm in the studio, bro. This is your resource right here. I can teach you. I've got my decks in my van. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
If I post on Instagram, for instance, a post,
Yes.
I tend to keep like thematic. Is that a good thing, or do you spread different content across different platforms, or do you bond more with the same content?
So each platform is individual, really, but I think in terms of that can be part of your testing. If you want to be like, right, you want to put this post on Instagram and you want to put it on Facebook and you want to put it on LinkedIn, I think it's the way you talk to the platforms, but you can put it out and see which one has got the most engagement. Because at the moment I'm testing, so a good analogy of this is my podcast. My distribution, I've put it on YouTube, Spotify, RSS, and the shorts is on Instagram and YouTube. What is crazy to me is that Spotify is dead, because Spotify has no marketing in itself. RSS has, I'm already got 100 listeners, and in 2 months, and I've done no marketing with it, and that's in 3 countries, which is UK, USA, and France. And then Instagram, because of the different style, I have my recent post has over 1,000 views, and I've got only 32 followers on Instagram. So I'm still in testing phase. Keep distributing, keep trying until you get more engagement. So if someone starts to like your post, something with a mural as a tip for you is I'll do some BTS for you now after I talk. You busy in action. Put that video form. You're an artist. Let's see your craft. Let's see your journey of the mural. Time lapse it. The before and after, you know. Maybe in between the murals there's a bit pictures. I think a picture, yes, you can interpret, of course. We love a good analytical analogy of a picture, but a video can give you so much more of who you are as a person. And what's really working in social media at the moment is authenticity, and people want to see your journey. You know, think about upcoming muralists. Like, what do they want to see? You know, how is he doing it? With a picture, you have to do a bit of description with it. So there is a bit of, I went to a wrapped up event and they did say Instagram photos are doing better than Reels, but I think it's different on niche. Depends what's working and what's not. Test, test, test. Does it help? Cool. Brilliant. Anybody else?
Yeah, what tools do you use to analyze your posts, like analytics and see your views and things?
Great. I'm so proud that you asked the analytical question because no one dives into analytics ever. So analytics is something that you should be looking at, because if we're not getting results, like if you're not analyzing results, so if you're testing a product but you're not analyzing the result, again, that's then not marketing as well. So I use, the in-house tools are really, really simple to use. So if you use, well, I say simple, but navigation sucks with Facebook. Meta Business, we hate it. So Meta Business, literally, it's got loads of analytics. You have to manually work out your engagement rate, by the way. I can email you a link of how to easily work it out. But you want to look at engagement. It's not just about views anymore and followers. Yes, followers when it comes to like, what's it called, influencer marketing or brand recognition in that way, but engagement's important in terms of your community building, okay? Comments, likes. So I actually, to be honest with you, it's really challenging to go into LinkedIn, go to YouTube. I'm obsessed with YouTube analytics. Like I look at it every day. There's a YouTube studio, and I'm just like obsessed, really bad. Not good for your mental health. Please don't do it. But keep it to once a month. That's good enough. But no, I'm obsessed with analytics. But what I really love is Metricool. It's I've got also a video on my YouTube channel, LORNA Media, that you can put all your social media on one platform and analyze it through there, rather than going on, okay, Meta Business, okay, LinkedIn, okay, YouTube, okay, website analytics. But if you do have time, definitely do a Google Analytics course. It's free. It's worth it. Okay? Hello?
Do you do any sort of email marketing, CRM?
Yeah. Yes, so to be honest with you, I haven't tapped a lot into it yet, just because I rebranded. So I am going to utilize email marketing, like a newsletter. By the way, email marketing, you have to get it right. You really have to get it right. And I feel like if you start to build a newsletter for saying, hey, I'm going to send out once a month on what I'm doing. So I know Beth, you do Harp, isn't it? Harpist. Right. So sign up to my newsletter for to understand what I'm doing this month, and then start to create like a brand story with it. But it's like exclusive content only comes through email marketing. That's how I would approach. So for instance, the Lorna Experience podcast, eventually I want to build it to a place where, hey, people can come and listen to my podcast live, right? So I would say first news will come through that newsletter. I won't post it on my Instagram stories. So only if you sign up to my newsletter, you'll get that information first. And then if you post on social media and go, oh, I'm playing it here, and people go, oh, but like, tickets are sold out. You go, well, if you sign up to my email list, do you know what I mean? So it's about not spamming people with emails, because trust me, we know, some student members know, emails can be tedious. But if you create, like, I know in the van life community, 100%, we are all about the email